Ladies and gentlemen, you're not going to believe this. Donald Trump, the man who once lived in a golden tower, just spent a day flipping burgers at McDonald's. That's right, the former president of the United States donned the Golden Arches uniform and worked the fryer in Philadelphia. But it's not just about fast food. It's a brilliant political move that left his opponents scrambling and waiting to hear what he said at the drive-thru window and the radical left's meltdown. Speaking of unexpected turns, let's talk about something that could save you from a major headache on the road. Do you know drivers with dash cams are 60% less likely to be found at fault in accidents? That's right. I've got a perfect solution. This easy-to-install dash cam records everything in 4K Ultra HD with night vision, 24/7 motion detection. It's like having a personal witness on your dashboard, and here is the best part right now. You can get free express shipping and bonuses at carvisionx.com. It's linked down below. Don't let an accident ruin your day or your wallet. Protect yourself at carvisionx.com. Now, I'm sure a lot of you have already seen the videos from Trump going to McDonald's, but we're going to analyze some of those videos and, of course, the fallout of Donald Trump's Pennsylvania visit. And of course, Newsweek is already like wasting ink on this ridiculous story. They literally fact check this photograph that Donald Trump posted on his Truth Social account. Okay. Donald Trump in a Steelers outfit. And what is he doing? You know, he's just in an outfit. It's obviously not him. We all know it's not him, but we have, the fact that Newsweek decided to fact check it is outrageous. Like, why waste your time on something like this? Now, that's what they do, though. Of course, they wasted their time blasting me when my channel got demonetized and mocked my concerns, but that's another story. George Behezy tweets, this was the scene outside of the McDonald's. Look at all these people lined up. I mean, just for a glimpse to see the man walk into a McDonald's and run that fryer. Of course, that's the fryer that Kamala Harris claims to have worked at. And Donald Trump, of course, did a press conference from the drive-thru window. Absolutely genius.
I tell you what, it's a great franchise. It's a great company, and they've been very, very nice. And come on, you know, if you look at really what's happening, look at the crowd over there. Look how happy everybody is. They're happy because they want hope. They need hope. And that's what we're doing. That's what we're going to give much more than hope.
What does working the fryer tell you about the people of Pennsylvania?
Make it fact.
Mr. President, you actually have worked at McDonald's now versus...
Now I have worked at McDonald's. I've now worked for 15 minutes more than Kamala.
Are you going to put this on your
I
resume?
never worked here.
Why would she lie about something like that?
Will be put on your resume.
Worked at McDonald's.
Why would she lie about that?
Why? Because she's lying, Kamala. That's why. I'll tell you what, it's a great...
Because she's lying, Kamala. Oh, it gets better. The media is now trying to say that Trump stole a black job for himself. Trump stole a black job, really?
So for his first...
Okay, let's say. You believe this? Look at this guy. He's a MAGA guy all the way.
Okay, so for his first order, yup.
Boy, that's a good-looking group. Hello, everybody. This is not a normal situation, is it, huh? How are you? What a good-looking family. How did you produce those good-looking kids? Give me, oh, they look like the wife. They look like the wife. How are you? Nice to see you. That's great. Thank you, man. Thank you very much. Thank you. And there'll be no charge. Trump is paying for it. Is that okay?
2024.
Oh, you're going to some extra stuff.
Oh, okay, great.
This is all on Trump.
Oh, all of Trump.
I'm allowed to do that, right?
Yes.
Huh?
Let's check and make sure it's
Okay.
everything you said it would be.
It better be. It's going to be the best you ever. I made it myself.
You're the man. Make America great.
That's their order.
Trump.
Thank you, man. Thank you. Thank you. Have a good time. Have a good time. That's great, isn't it?
I mean, if Donald Trump could only solve the ice cream machine problem that McDonald's continually has, we can only hope and pray. So there was a huge turnout at the McDonald's. George says it turned into a 5-star restaurant in under 30 minutes. It's now the most popular McDonald's in the country. I mean, just look at these. Like, that crowd is like, I don't know, 10 people deep, 15 people deep, and it just goes on and on and on. Of course, the viral nature of the stop cannot be denied either. George writes that Trump's video of him working at McDonald's has already taken over TikTok, accumulating over 1 million views and thousands of comments, loving it within 30 minutes of posting. At this rate, it'll be the most viewed Trump video ever. Let's watch.
And I've always wanted looking for a job, and I've always wanted to work at McDonald's. I never did. I'm running against somebody that said she did, but it turned out to be a totally phony story. So, President Trump! Well, that's a good-looking group. Hello, everybody. Crazy. I'm having a lot of fun here, everybody. Look at all the fake news over there.
Oh God, it's so awesome. It's so fun. I mean, this guy is so much fun. Here he is. You can see him at the Steelers game. No wonder Kamala Harris doesn't dare show her face in places like this, because nobody would be cheering for her like this. There is just no way Kamala could draw that much energy from a crowd, and it would be an embarrassment for her. That's why she doesn't go to things like this. Now, check this out. I should have brought this up at the beginning of the segment, but here's what I want. Here's what I want you to do. When I was researching the topic, looking at all the trending stories about this McDonald's trip, I found this guy here. His name's Sean Cahill, and you can see him here. And he posted this video 3 hours ago. MSNBC having a meltdown over Trump visiting a McDonald's. Now, I'm in content creation. I Brian and I have been making news on YouTube for over a decade together. And I saw this video and I go, my goodness, this guy, he appears to be paraplegic. And it looks like he's making these videos, commenting on these videos, editing these videos. But anyway, I want you to find him on X. Go to my X feed and you can find my post where I said, go follow this guy. Show this guy some love. He's got a YouTube channel as well. But Brian, let's go vertical on this and let's play this clip. I sent it to Roger Stone. I sent it to J.R. Majewski. I sent it to Tom McCullough. I sent it to like everybody that I knew that would be willing to share it, and they did. So far, this guy's got over 10,000 views on this video. He had 0 followers before I sent the word out, and now I believe he's got, last check, around 70, maybe more. Let's watch.
Idiot.
What is the logic behind this, going to a McDonald's? I mean, we know the guy likes Big Macs and filet of fish, and he's used the word love to describe the way he feels about the food there before.
The logic is to relate to people. Normal people eat at McDonald's.
But what's this about?
There's no logic to it. It's a stunt.
She calls it a stunt? What an idiot.
He has not put forth an economic agenda. He, as you know, appears to be not well. And he's engaged in some really bizarre types of activities during this campaign.
So he's unwell and this is bizarre to go to McDonald's? That makes no sense. I think this lady might need checked for mental health.
So this is just another one of those stunts that he will continue on through the campaign. And I think that
apparently going to McDonald's will destroy democracy.
What is the logic behind?
He goes to McDonald's is going to destroy democracy. I love this guy. I just checked right now. His X account has 84 followers, and it's my hope that we can get this guy up to at least 1,000 today. After we publish this, after you see it, check it out. Go follow him. Follow him on YouTube as well. Sean Cahill is his name, and give this guy props for doing what he can to get the word out. A little bit of humor, reacting to Trump, and all the stuff here. Now, I want to go back to a moment when Snopes actually fact-checked Kamala Harris working at McDonald's. Remember, she said she worked there, and Donald Trump goes to McDonald's to troll her, and of course, show the working people that he's with them. He's not. That job is not beneath him, and he's willing to go and do it. So let's take a look at Snopes real quick and see what they had to say, because they actually, I was surprised for once that they actually went in and fact-checked this piece. Where'd it go? Oh, here we go. Harris claims she had a job at McDonald's while at college. Here is what we found. In the 80s, Vice President Kamala Harris worked at McDonald's while completing her undergraduate degree. Unproven. You think that Snopes, with its bias, would have no problem like really digging into this. You think that they would, right? Well, they can't even prove it. Snopes can't even prove it. And McDonald's has already made a statement too. Yeah, did you know that? McDonald's already made a statement about Kamala Harris after Donald Trump went to this McDonald's. But of course, she lives in a house of lies. She sits upon a throne of deception, and she even went on MSNBC, cackling all the way to hell.
Working at your opponent almost every day seems to be talking about this. So I just want to ask you yes or no. At any point in your life, have you served 2 all-beef patties, special sauce, lettuce, cheese, pickles, onions on a sesame seed bun, working at a McDonald's? Yes or no? That's it.
I have.
Okay. Now the other job. But
it was not a small job. Like, I did the fries. I mean, yes.
Okay, for a small period of time. But then let me ask about a big.
Yeah. I did the fries. It was a big job. MSNBC, of course, they just could not handle the fact that Trump did this. I mean, they were going on and saying it was a staged event. Well, of course it was staged. Okay? I was wondering myself, because I've gone through Secret Service, I've gone through these different checks, I've had, just to go in and see Donald Trump or be in a very close proximity to him, take a photograph with him. I know what you have to do. So I'm thinking to myself, how are they going to control this environment so these people can go through the drive-thru and they can actually have this physical, like, Trump's going to hand you a bag of food. How are they going to know who's in the car, who's there? Of course they were all vetted by Secret Service. Okay? Of course they had to close the restaurant because you're going to have film crews, press, you're going to have all the staffers in there. It's not uncommon. Okay? But you saw all those people outside. All those people were waiting just for a glimpse of Donald Trump. But when Kamala Harris stages her little gas station stops, they literally kick everybody out who are there, and nobody shows up because they don't even care. They don't even care she's there to go get some Doritos or something, right? Okay, so McDonald's posted on the wall of the store. Here it is. This is the notice that they're going to close the store. They're not taking a political side, but hey, they're giving everybody notice that the store is going to be closed today. Okay, not when Kamala Harris shows up in her bus and kicks everybody out so she can have a photo op with Doug. Okay, but of course they are just in panic mode, meltdown, because he showed up. Let's see what MSNBC had to say about this moment.
Supporters practice.
And Matthew, I have to ask you about Donald Trump trolling Kamala Harris with these baseless claims that she never worked at McDonald's.
She didn't.
He put on an apron. He salted the fries. And pardon the pun, peppered in the insults. Take a listen.
It was a big part of her resume that she worked at McDonald's, how tough a job it was. She specifically worked at the French fry, where they make the French fries, and she talked about the heat. It was so tough. She never worked at McDonald's. McDonald's just confirmed that again, by the way. She never worked at McDonald's. In other words, she's lying, Kamala.
A Harris spokesperson responded by saying, when Trump feels desperate, all he knows how to do is lie. He can't understand what it's like to have a summer job because he was handed millions on a silver platter only to blow it. On the other hand, there are other people who I've heard say, you know what, it makes him seem more approachable. He was kind of funny in that. What do you think that accomplished, if anything?
I think it makes him look like a clown, actually. I mean, first of all, he lies throughout of it, so I guess he gave a side order of lies in the course of whatever he was serving up. The other thing is it was a complete dad joke. I mean, it was a total made-up stuff. They shut the McDonald's down, and then they had supporters practice going through the drive-thru. So it wasn't even a day that the McDonald's was open for business. So he was in there in this faux sort of shtick that he does. I don't think it was smart of him. I think he should be wanting to talk about the economy and inflation and the border and crime, and here he is.
Oh, he should be talking about that? Maybe you missed his speeches at the Economic Club of Chicago there, buddy. Yeah, he's been addressing this on the campaign trail for months and months and months. Okay, Kamala just decided to enter the race after they dumped Joe Biden after they installed Kamala Harris and threw out all the votes that were intended for Joe. This guy.
Dressed up in his red tie and white shirt at a McDonald's that was shut down for him for him on purpose. And so I actually don't think it's smart. I think it's stupid strategically for him, because he should be talking about issues that he has an advantage on, not doing this shtick at McDonald's.
Yeah, whatever, dude. I'm sure that your wife's boyfriend loves eating out that Big Mac. Let's get further into this here. We've got, let's see. Jay Rubin blogger slams Donald Trump photo op where he awkwardly called a customer a beautiful woman and the perfect looking woman. Here we go. Here's more critique from the left on Donald Trump becoming closer to the people.
Hello, how are you? What a beautiful woman. Look at that beautiful child, the whole thing. It's like the perfect looking person.
What do you make of that? I mean, here he is. He's trying to be folksy with the people, and yet again sees this woman in the drive-thru and speaks to her in that way.
Wait a minute. Are you not allowed to say someone's beautiful? Is that against the rules now? My goodness.
Assumed something that is not true, and that is he was working.
Right.
He was not.
True.
This was entirely staged.
My
there
fault.
was a fake customer. Yes. He is so inept at pretending to be a real person that he really literally cannot operate the fry machine as a normal worker, because he would be incapable of doing so. So
yeah, that she looks like one of those folks that would call a manager. Yeah, that's a Karen for you right there. Oh, we're not done yet. There's even more. Here we have the CBS. Here's a little highlight reel put together by MRC Newsbusters. CBS, MSNBC, ABC all fell in line with the leftist talking points following Trump's visit.
Former President Donald Trump put on an apron today to pull off a political stunt.
This is typical Trump trolling. It's a political stunt.
This McDonald's stunt.
This is just another one of those stunts.
This is all stunt. This is stunts.
This is just another one of those Trump political stunts.
Tim Walz was on this morning on The View, calling it a stunt.
This whole idea of it being staged in a political stunt, if you will.
It's kind of hilarious how Harris is so living large, rent-free in Trump's strangely coiffed head that he felt it necessary to put on this political stunt.
Yeah, they're just jealous that Kamala could never get that kind of attention. Never would. MSNBC, of course, getting dragged for their desperate attempts. New York Post reporting Kamala getting dragged for the desperate attempt to spin Trump's McDonald's appearance, driving the left crazy. Here's more reaction.
Logic behind it. If you're on his campaign, and I know you are certainly not, I'm not making any implication of that, but what is the logic behind this, going to a McDonald's? I mean, we know the guy likes Big Macs and filet of fish, and he's used the word love to describe the way he feels about the food there before. But what?
She's asking, what's the logic? What's the logic? Okay, first of all, candidates do all kinds of stunts. They're on the campaign trail. They're doing all kinds of things. All right. Joe Biden loves to go get ice cream, and the press never asks him any tough questions. They ask him what his favorite ice cream is, because Joe doesn't really know how to answer questions. Okay. Kamala Harris goes to a gas station and stages her photo op there. Of course, hers is a little bit different because, like I mentioned, she kicks out the people. Now, what's the logic? Well, the logic is to show that he is actually a man of the people. And I've got a message here that somebody posted. I'm going to read to you that proves that point. But let's get back to the losers at MSNBC.
This about?
There's no logic to it. It's a stunt. He has not put forth an economic agenda. He, as you know, appears to be not well, and he's engaged in some really bizarre types of.
She said he appears to be not well. I mean, this is the same network that announced that Joe Biden was at the top of his game for his entire administration. And now they're gonna say that Donald Trump had a couple late nights where he seemed exhausted. Yeah, I mean, I saw his the Catholic dinner he went to. I thought it was hilarious. Yeah, I will say that he did look a little tired, but who wouldn't be? This guy's a machine. He's running around the clock. These are the last days of the election. It doesn't look well.
Activities during this campaign. So this is just another one of those stunts that he will continue on through the campaign. And I think that...
Yeah, that's enough of you. Let's continue. I want to get to that point that was made because I thought it was a great message that was posted by, let's see. Well, here's the full internal statement about Trump's visit. It notes that Kamala has fond memories of working at McDonald's, but they have no records of her actually working there. This is the actual statement that was released by McDonald's corporate on October 20th. It says, upon learning of the former has the same approach to electioneers. I mean, it was actually pretty balanced statement. You know, they said they're not red, they're not blue, they're golden, which was pretty cool. Though we're not a political brand, we've been proud to hear the former President Trump's love for McDonald's and Vice President Harris' fond memories working under the arches, while we in our franchise don't have records for all positions dating back to the 80s. What makes 1 in 8 so powerful is the shared experience so many Americans have had. So they say, oh, we don't have records. Really? Well, she's lying. This also happened. This woman decided while President Trump was at the game, she decided to run out with a sign that says, Trump secure border, Kamala open border. There she is. You go, girl. Yes. Definitely not a pair of footballs there. Okay, so this is a full uncut video. Trump gets full support. This is where they claimed they were like triggered that Trump closed this restaurant and decided to have this photo op there. As I stated before, Kamala, she rolls up to a place, they kick everyone out, and then she shows up and nobody cares. People are pissed. I want to get my shopping done, but they don't let her. Secret Service makes a big deal. At least they gave these customers notice, right? DC Drano points out this is the last thing illegal aliens see before they're deported. Now, okay, here's AOC. I thought I had the tweet bookmark for you guys. Maybe I didn't. But what I wanted to bring up was that somebody pointed out. They pointed out. Here's the New York Post Hail to the Chef cover. One person posted that if you work in food service, if you work in hospitality, if you are in any level of food service, then you know, like, this moment is very important to you. Because I've worked in food service. I've been a server. I've worked a grill. I've done all kinds of different jobs too. And they can be tedious, long hours. Oh, you know what? Someone didn't show up. We need you to stay. All these things happen. And, unloading the pallets and putting the stuff in the freezer, spending an hour in the freezer, restocking things, taking things out, setting things up, straining out the fryer with all the, the different filters. And I mean, I've done it. I understand. But what the poster was saying was that this small act means so much to the little guys that never get any recognition. Okay. And that's what I think is important here. And that's what's lost by the mainstream media. Now, let's take a look at this. This is AOC. She's losing it.
Donald Trump putting on a little McDonald's costume because he thinks that's what people do. They're not trying to empathize with us. They are making fun of us.
No, he's making fun of Kamala. And he's also connecting with the little people, AOC.
They are making fun of us. Donald Trump thinks that people who work at McDonald's are a joke. Elon Musk thinks that dangling money in front of a working person is a cute thing to do when the election of our lives is before us. Because that's what people and billionaires like that do.
Yeah, she's clearly triggered because Donald Trump's a genius and he pulled it off. Brian Stelter, also, you can't see this tweet, but Brian Stelter said, for security reasons, Trump McDonald's visit was carefully staged ahead of time with drive-thru customers selected and screened by Secret Service. Matt Walsh, quote tweeting, what are you telling me? Trump isn't actually an employee of McDonald's? Massive scandal. So the left is totally triggered over this thing. Make sure you get out and vote early if you can. If you live in Pennsylvania, go and vote early for Donald Trump tomorrow. Great to see Donald Trump out there with the people. Donald Trump actually posting this. Lying Kamala Harris is now confirmed liar and that she never worked at McDonald's. She said she had for years. She never worked at McDonald's. She's a liar and not a president. That was probably about 10 hours ago on Truth Social. And remember to go and find Sean Cahill on my X account. Follow him, retweet my post so that we can get this out there. Donald Trump, a man with a heart of service and humility and making an impact. So, check this out. Check this out before we go. Here is Kamala getting confronted on the tarmac.
Madam Vice President, do you work at a McDonald's?
Did you work at a McDonald's? I did. Okay, where's the receipts, Kamala? Where is the receipts? So there you have it. Trump behind the counter at McDonald's, serving up Big Macs and a big message to the American people. It's a move that's got everyone talking from Main Street to Wall Street, and of course the left in complete meltdown. But here's what I want to know from you. Is this just a publicity stunt, or is it a genuine attempt to connect with the working class American? And how does it compare to Kamala Harris's disputed claims about her own McDonald's experience? Share your thoughts in the comments below.